Part 3, Learns and Challenges, Introduction and Overview. Welcome back to this final video in the AGER+LEARNS Introduction and Overview. Reminder, the decades represented by AGER+LEARNS are the 10 major categories for enjoying a positive AGER lifestyle, the PAL. Challenges are the 10 master courses that will get you there. In the previous video, we covered the 4 decades in AGER and the meaning of the plus sign. In this section, we'll examine the LEARNS acronym and the challenges in the last 6 decades. Some of the decades have more than one challenge, as you will see. L, lifestyle. Since the A+LDC focuses on the last half of our lives, it's fitting for this 5th decade to begin with lifestyle. This is a very broad term for how we live on a daily basis. If someone made a documentary of our lives, what would they see? How do we spend our time? What do we value? And how do we express these values in everyday behavior and choices? Our lifestyle may be beneficial or harmful to our longevity. Improving our lifestyle can help us increase our chances of leading a longer and more satisfying life, physically as well as mentally. Interconnections. This 5th decade interacts with and is dependent on how we experience and express the other 9 decades in our lives. The decades are artificial groupings that represent our actual life as we live it. In reality, they're mingled and sometimes mangled. Just as our physical health is dependent on the interaction of all body systems and organs, so is the overall quality of our lifestyle dependent on many ingredients. Like baking a healthy loaf of bread, leave out the yeast and you get a different variety. For example, good sleep depends on diet quality and exercise, just as reduced stress depends to a degree on proper sleep and diet. This theme of interconnections will weave throughout the decade challenges. The lifestyle decade has 3 challenges that are important for successful aging. All 3 are critical for a PAL, or a positive AGER lifestyle, to function optimally. The first and foremost of all challenges to master is do it now. This challenge is primary to all of the others and is recommended for anyone who wants to enroll in the AGER+LDC program. It will help you examine and develop new habits and routines and improve your use of time to accomplish your goals in the additional challenges. The second challenge is titled Home Safe Home and is concerned with safety in daily life. We'll examine all aspects of self-protection, especially that of preventing falling accidents, but many other issues, including coping with emergencies, dealing with scams, and older abuse, will be treated. The final challenge in the lifestyle decade is Decide and Abide. It includes mastery of critical thinking and decision making and how to plan for your future. It provides guidance in choosing appropriate professionals to assist with estate planning and preparing for other important tasks in the sunset of your life. When we plan ahead, we can have more peace of mind in the present and save additional stress for the family. You may have already made advanced plans, but developing a strategy for decision making can help with unexpected and necessary choices that always seem to occur in life. It's a means of building resilience. We need to be prepared. Decide and abide will establish that essential part of building and maintaining a successful lifestyle. E, exercise. The 6th decade of your life is one of the most critical for health and longevity. All leading experts will put this in the top tier of importance. Dr. Sanjay Gupta, in his book Keeping Sharp, says exercise has become the #1 priority in his personal health regime. It has definitely become one of mine as well, even though I sometimes have to make a special effort to address it. To help myself and others, I've become an online certified personal trainer, CPT, and certified yoga teacher, CYT. The most important factor in movement and exercise is to tailor your activities to your current physical condition. You don't pump iron like Schwarzenegger when you're 85. Fine if you can handle it, but not for most people over 60. The challenge for this decade is entitled Move More Muscles. We're not talking about a morning exercise period and a couch potato behavior pattern for the rest of the day. Our program involves movement activities throughout the day. You'll be moving more muscles from morning until bedtime, and you will enjoy it and create more energy in the process. You have more than 600 muscles to discover and wake up each day. I'll show you how to do it. There are 2 challenges in this decade to get you started. The first is brain gains. Not only challenging, but designed to be fun. You will stretch your brain muscles and improve memory, build and maintain the motor skills, and ward off mental declines that some people consider inevitable in aging. Not for you or me. We will discover the scientific evidence and demonstrate that your plastic brain, as in neuroplasticity, can keep generating useful neuronal connections. The 2nd decade challenge for the Activate decade is livelier longevity. This introduces a fascinating study of longevity science. We'll examine research of some very interesting characters, such as Dr. David Sinclair and other writers who break down scientific findings for the layperson, such as Andrew Steele in his book Ageless. You'll also discover less well-respected experts who seem to be more concerned with supplement sales than the length and quality of your life. We'll check out some of the controversies and let you decide who to follow or ignore. You will enjoy the adventure and may find a ticket to a longer life as well. R, relax. This 8th decade will provide extensive training in stress reduction and happiness production, 2 essentials for successful longevity. You'll learn and master skills to find more inner peace, joy, and pure pleasure in life as the years unfold. There are also 2 challenges in this decade. The first is Really Relax, a 10-hour program that will help you truly learn to let go of tension in your mind and body. You'll use mindfulness strategies and other techniques to ease the mental and physical components of stress and flow to new levels of contentment. The second challenge of this decade is have happier hours, a delightful period spent in discovering just what happiness is and how to create a happier aging experience. Of course, we all know what happiness is, right? Then why is it so elusive at times? Researchers in the relatively new field of positive psychology will give us their best advice on how to live happily despite what we see when we look in the mirror. I'll have an opportunity to operationalize my new term, happy span, in this challenge, realizing that already makes me feel happier. And nutrition. The adage that you are what you eat is so commonly used we never question it anymore. But why do so many experts tell us to eat different things? How come there are so many viewpoints? Who's right? Who's wrong? This 9th decade will finally provide some answers by turning to the science of nutrition, not merely the beliefs and recommendations of practitioners with varying levels of expertise and knowledge. The 10-hour challenge for this decade has the title, Bitter Fights but Better Bites. We'll examine diet fads, sort out the truth behind claims, and leave the food fights behind us as we turn to evidence-based research for choosing a healthy diet. S, sleep. We all experience changes in our sleeping patterns as we age. Many of us sleep less and have irregular sleep patterns. Some of us have sleep disorders such as insomnia, sleep apnea, and others. Many have resorted to sleeping aids of one form or another, some addictive. The challenge for this 10th decade is be a deeper sleeper based on established research methods for sleep improvement. We explore the neurological necessity for sleep and the improvement to our physiological system when we get it. I've always had a sleep challenge and have found that the methods I will introduce have been very helpful. We'll get insights and advice from the top sleep scientists in the world, such as Matthew Walker, PhD author of Why We Sleep. He and others understand the sleep challenges of aging and will tap into their expertise. Conclusion. This has been an overview of the critical components of the AGER+LEARNS Decade Challenge, leading to an enhanced lifespan, health span, and of course, happy span, culminating in the Positive AGER Lifestyle. We're in this together. We're all in different places, some at the very beginning, others further along the road to success. For some, the path will be smoother. For others, the bumps and potholes will present roadblocks. All of us need to focus, persevere, and push forward. Only through time and effort will the payoff be obtained. Maybe we won't get a whole extra decade, but we'll make the next few years our best ever. Sometimes this struggle may seem overwhelming, but we need to continually ask ourselves the question, Would I like to reach a greater degree of health, happiness, and lifestyle satisfaction? If your response is yes, then welcome to the Decade Challenge. If you're not ready to make a commitment to become a challenger, you're encouraged to be a browser. You can even earn a browser certificate. Check out the video. Together, in this new community of agers, may we learn to age well and like it most of the time.